it's quite an uphill walk, as you can see from here. You see, it's up, up, up. So I'm going to La Bethany from here, which is somewhere here, close to the tower. Landour House. So this place is quite a historical place, as you can see. This building also. This is the Kelong Memorial Church here. It's quite a beautiful place, I must say. Clean, green, and most importantly, quiet. It's very hard to find properties in Landour, you know. In Mussorie, there are plenty of them, but Landour has a different, proposition for tourists. So this is one of the rare property in Landour, which is just newly built, and as you can see here, it's a beautiful cottage here, cozy, guest-friendly cottages here, family rooms, double sharing rooms are here. I'll show you, and it's a beautiful place, you know, inside the forest of Landour. You can check it out, the new property. The location is very close to the Char Dukan of Landour. It's just around a 5 minutes drive towards the cantonment area, and if you walk, it will take hardly 10 minutes to 15 minutes up to this property from Char Dukan, Landour. Fantastic.
हमारा बेस्ट रूम है, हमारा बेड से पूरा व्यू दिखता है।
ओके, ये कब बनाया ना मैडम ने?
ये भी रिन्यू हुआ है, ये 20 दिसंबर, लास्ट 20 दिसंबर को रिन्यू हुई है।
ओह वाओ, ओके, 20 December. Wow. Can you just show me the loo here, just if you don't mind?
This is the washroom.
Wow, beautiful. Fantastic. As you can see, this is the toilet here, and you have a separate bathing facility. Fantastic. It's a nice cozy bed here. It's a twin share, double bedded room, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a family room as well?
Yes,
family
sir.
suite?
We have
okay.
a suite, 2 suites.
2 suites you have. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah. Fine, fine. Wow. It's a good collection of books if anybody is interested. I think you can catch up here. You can.
ये सब हम शाम को bonfire कर सकते हैं।
Right. You have a Bukhari here also. You have Wi-Fi as well, right?
Yes.
I'm not wrong. So this was basically old house, old bungalow.
Yes, sir. This is our
So,
suite
oh, wow.
for family.
All right. Beautiful.
ऊपर king size bed है।
Ah,
This
okay.
is sofa कम bed।
All right.
ये पूरी फैमिली के लिए अच्छा है।
Beautiful. So you have a sitting area here. People can have their own time looking at the mountains, as I can show you from here. Beautiful. So yes, this is the toilet here. Similar toilet you saw, but the size of the room is big. It's a family room, family suite. Yeah. Can you show me the bed as well? Upstairs?
Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful. Wow. Yeah. Fantastic. Look Okay, so this total how many rooms you have here?
6.
6 rooms.
Suites and 4 doubles.
So 2 suites similar to this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similar kind of bed arrangement, like upstairs bed and yeah. All right. So how long you've been here? You told me. I mean, how many months you were working? You just started.
Just started.
Just started.
First time.
First Feb. Okay. So the tourists are coming after COVID. What kind of experience you have? Like.
I learned something.
Mm-hmm.
I check in check out मतलब मेरे को कुछ नहीं आता था.
Right, right.
तो मैम ने मेरे को अपॉर्चुनिटी दी.
Right.
जॉब के लिए.
Okay, okay, great. She is always helpful. I know her. But I mean now what do you see like अभी टूरिस्ट उतना फ्लो है कि अभी कम है? अभी कम है लेकिन गर्मी में फिर
अभी ओपनिंग हुई है तो अभी इसको नेट पे नहीं डाला है
जी.
बट अब
hopefully this video will also help this property. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Radhika. So this is the outside. I can show you. Look at the cypress tree here. It's beautiful. You can see it's quite a huge Christmas tree, we say. They have a cafe also. It's a separate owner they have, but nevertheless, you know, you can enjoy a cup of tea or coffee, you know, here. It's quite a picturesque place, newly built cottage here by the Bethany. I'll show you the old one as well, but let me enjoy the fish burger here. Thank you very much. Fish burger. I must say it's a gigantic burger of Landour. It's nice. It's cheesy, creamy. The fish looks fresh, as you can see the patty here. Let me take another bite here. Good afternoon, guys. So I'm here in La Villa Bethany. So I'll talk to the owner, Sunita, and we'll enjoy a very new property for the first time. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Hello. So we are meeting, I think, after 2 to 3 years, and it's been a post-COVID. Yeah, it's been a very tough time. Yeah. I just wanted to show you the property the way you want your guests to feel.
Okay.
You know, and that's the main motto. I'm here.
Please come on.
Yeah, thank you. So this is, I think, the
This is our library. This is where we welcome everyone in.
yeah.
And please take a seat.
Yeah, sure.
So
Yeah, thanks for the tea. And I just wanted to know about the history of the property a little bit. I mean, I know this place, Landour itself, it carries a lot of weight in terms of history. So can you tell a little bit about Landour and then you come to your property?
Okay. So you're talking about Landour. You know, Landour was actually established in 1824 and by Captain Frederick Young. He was an Irish officer who was the military adjutant of Dehradun at that time.
Wow. Okay.
And most of the people under his employ were Irish, and quite a few suffered from tuberculosis or cholera.
Okay.
Now sending them back home to recuperate was not possible. So he decided to make a convalescent depot out here so that people could recuperate in a home-like environment.
Oh, wow.
Because the weather in Landour is very similar to that of Ireland.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is how a sanatorium was first built here. And then it was very clear that Landour is only for the white army. If you were a British civilian or even if you were an Indian Maharaja, you could not buy land in Landour.
Okay.
because of this restriction, later on Mussoorie was created.
Oh wow. Okay.
Landour predates Mussoorie.
Oh wow.
Okay. So the civilians were in Mussoorie and the army officers used to be in Landour. And this arrangement went on till 1947.
Okay.
And in 1947, this area was transferred from the British Army to the Indian Army.
All right.
Because it moved from one army to the other, the cantonment rule here is still very strong.
Oh.
Though we
alright.
don't have any regiment or a brigade based here. And that is why this place has been saved.
Okay.
Because no construction is allowed here.
Right.
At the time of independence, we had only 24 cottages. Till date, there are only 24 cottages.
Fantastic.
If there's a plot of land, it has to remain a plot of land.
Okay. So you cannot
No,
change it.
you can't build anything new.
Yeah.
And if somebody wants to sell and another guy wants to buy, the entire estate has to exchange hands. So there'll never be a 24A or a 24B.
Oh, alright. Okay.
This one rule has ensured that the place remains the way it was meant to be. That is why the local saying out here is Landor kya hai? 24 makan 4 dukan.
Oh wow.
Usi mein Landor
That's
se
why
bन
the
gaya.
Char Dukan name came.
Correct.
Now I
Correct.
understand. Yeah.
And Mussoorie is at 6,000 feet. We are at 7,800 feet. This is the highest point of Mussoorie, but the best part is after reaching here it becomes a plateau.
Oh.
There is no further climbing up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And the road on top, we call it the Chakkar Road. It is actually in the shape of an 8. It's an infinity
Okay.
and we are at the intersection.
Wow.
So wherever one goes, you come back right here, you can't get lost.
Wow.
And
Wow.
every house in Landor
Mhm.
is anything between 100 to 250 years old.
100 to 250 years.
Yeah. La Villa Bethany is actually one of the youngest homes here.
Mhm.
It is 115 years old.
115 years.
And this was built by a Dutch-American missionary doctor who used to work with leprosy patients,
Okay.
Dr. Francis Wahlberg. And we're talking about 100 years ago, early 1900s, when lepers were still treated as outcasts.
Oh.
So even after they were treated, they didn't have a place to go back to because their own families refused to take them in.
Oh. Wow.
So she built her own house to give them a home.
Okay. Okay.
And that is why she named it Bethany, because the biblical meaning of Bethany is a place of rest and healing.
Wow. Okay.
And we wanted to give rest and healing of a different kind. So we
Yeah.
decided to retain the name,
Yeah.
but just added a La Villa to it to give the little hospitality touch.
Okay. What the La Villa means? In
The cottage.
cottage.
The cottage. So Bethany Cottage is the original name.
Mhm.
So we've just given it a little twist and said La Villa Bethany.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So I just wanted to know a little more about your property. Like when you started, it's been how many years? Like
11 years.
11 years.
We started in 2011
Uh-huh.
and it's been 11 years.
11 years. So you and your husband basically
Yes.
the sole owner of the property.
That's right.
Fine. And also I just wanted to know about the guest, the type of people you basically.
So we
Cater.
don't, honestly, we don't get the regular tourists who are looking for activities.
Mhm.
This is a place for families to come and spend some quality time with each other.
Mhm.
Place for artists, for musicians to come.
Mhm.
It's we have a lot of authors who come
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So anybody with a creative pursuit, they come here.
Mhm.
It's also a place where honestly one can come in for me time.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
the main
yeah.
point.
If there is somebody who just wants to be with his own thoughts,
Uh-huh.
they come here. We have a lot of single ladies, who come and stay with us.
Okay.
Corporate travelers. So it's basically not for the regular tourist who just wants to go and tick things off their list, saying I want to cover this side, that side.
Mhm.
No,
Mhm.
because Landour itself is a place which takes time. It's a slow place. It takes time to grow on you.
Mhm.
But once it does, then the magic is cast forever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this
So
is
yeah. So
for me
people-
also. This is the third time I'm here, and
I keep saying this, that Landour is not a one-night destination, nor a one-time destination.
yeah, absolutely.
It'll keep calling you back.
Yeah, exactly. I felt it, and last time I came with my family, my 3-year daughter, my
Yeah.
wife, and that memory is still alive.
Absolutely.
3 years is, but yeah, I'm just coming back to the COVID again. What kind of impact it has created, or it has created for the tourism industry, you think, for last 2 years?
So, in the last 2 years,
Mhm.
since March 2020,
Mm-hmm.
we have actually been shut for over 11 months.
Mm-hmm.
Completely shut down.
Yeah.
So, out of 24 months, then you can imagine, we've been operational only for 13 months.
Yeah.
However, what we have noticed is that the way people travel now
Uh-huh.
has changed, and I think it's going to change forever.
Yeah.
People are no longer going to be very comfortable with hotels with 100 rooms, 200 rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when most people who travel for work, when
Mhm.
they travel, they end up staying at 5-star hotels.
Yeah.
Now, when they want to travel for their own selves, when
Mhm.
it's a vacation with family,
Mm-hmm.
they don't want to do that because
Yeah.
they still feel get the same feeling that they are at work.
Yeah. True.
Okay. So now is the time when boutique hotels and
Mhm.
smaller establishments
Mhm.
are the preferred choice.
True.
Because your experience is very different from that of a 5-star hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, you are much more confident in a limited space in terms of having limited number of people around you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be in a setup where there's a buffet and there are 150 other people who've been to the same buffet.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know, and that doesn't give you as much confidence.
True.
So boutique properties, they give you your own space. They
Mhm.
also at the same time allow you to interact with other people. It's not that you're completely cut off.
Yeah. So you have a limited space.
Yes.
You have a
But
limited
with that-
group of people.
Yes.
Maybe
But
the like-minded people.
exactly. That's what I was
So-
coming to. You will also find like-minded people.
Yeah, that's it.
So that niche travel is going to be the norm now.
Yeah, that's what I also believe.
Yes.
Yeah. So also coming, also talking about another aspect of your property is like what kind of facility you give basically. With the facility, I think the term is not good because I think this property has a different vibe, So that also facilitates people.
So
But in terms of food and I'll show the rooms as well very soon. But I just wanted to know what kind of food you offer and.
Yeah. So if I have to put it in a single sentence, I'll tell you that we give you the comforts of a hotel, but we
Mhm.
give you the warmth of a home.
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah, fantastic.
So anything and everything
Mhm.
that can be done in a home
Mhm.
is possible out here.
Yeah.
But if you are looking for services like a room service,
Mhm. Mhm.
a 24-hour room service, or a bar setup, all that we will not be able to give.
Definitely. Yes. Mhm.
But in terms of customization,
Mhm.
we have more flexibility than most hotels.
That's the beauty. I mean, that's
Yes. Because here
interesting
everything is
part.
personalized, everything is bespoke.
Yeah.
So just to give you an idea, Landour actually has a lot of lovely cafes all around.
Mhm.
That's the reason why we don't do lunch.
Yeah.
We encourage people who stay with us that please go out,
Yeah.
experience Landour. Don't just be stuck with the property itself.
True. True.
You not come here to just be at La Villa Bethany. We want you to explore Landour. But and all our facilities are only and only for in-house people. We
Okay.
don't have walk-ins coming in.
Alright.
So we serve breakfast and dinner to our guests.
Uh-huh.
Breakfast is a full English breakfast.
Right.
Along with that, there is an Indian option which is vegetarian, which
Mhm.
changes on a daily basis.
Mhm.
So some days you could have a paratha, some days you could have a poha, idli, upma, aloo puri. It could be anything.
Right.
For dinner, that's actually the highlight of the La Villa Bethany experience. We just have one house rule, and that's that whoever's in house,
Mhm.
everybody sits together and eats together like a family.
Wow.
That makes dinner time conversations that much more interesting.
Yeah.
And for dinner, every night food is from a different region of India or the world.
Okay. So you have a chef who knows.
Yes. So she knows all different cuisines, and even if somebody, and we have a lot of people who stay for an extended period. So even if somebody is staying for a good 20 days, until unless they ask us to repeat, no menu is repeated.
Oh wow.
Because my personal belief is that food is a great conversation starter.
Absolutely.
And all this started with, if you've seen Kellogg Church, that also houses the Landour language school.
Okay.
That teaches expats Hindi, Urdu, Sanskrit, Garhwali, and Punjabi.
Wow.
So people from all over the world come here to learn a language. And when they come here, they prefer to stay with us because when you stay with a family, you understand the local culture better.
Absolutely. And talking about the language course, how many days basically?
See, it's again a one-on-one course. It's personalized to your own needs. So it depends on where you are in the language, how far do you want to go, and how much time do you have.
Yeah.
So, it's
So
all
basically it depends.
Depends.
Yeah.
But on an average, at least 2 months.
2 months. So people stay here months and
Yeah,
learn language, explore the.
Yes. So, and that is how this whole concept came up about food from different regions of India. Because we realized that though people are in India for months, they hardly get to see the rest of the country.
True.
Most of the time they are out here. So we decided that through our food, we will introduce India to them.
Wow, beautiful concept.
Yeah.
So that's why my channel Optimized Travel is also focused on that concept because working for last 10 years in the industry, I felt that our industry is missing a holistic approach.
Absolutely, we are just still focused on Delhi, Agra, Jaipur. And
Yeah,
there is so much more to the country.
Yeah,
than that.
actually it's a huge country and so many things to explore. For that reason, I take our guests to remotest corner of our country, and they mix with locals and they learn from them, vice versa. So it's a very fascinating experience.
I must tell you this. It may sound very odd, but my personal belief is that all of us, in our own small way, are ambassadors of our own country.
Absolutely.
Because whoever is interacting with us is actually going to take back this experience of the country.
True.
For them, this is what India is.
Yeah.
So, it's up to us how we showcase our country to them.
Absolutely, and we professionals need to take our own responsibility.
The onus is on us.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I think the way you are managing here, it's kind of gives a very different vibe, different impression. What about the inbound tourists? Like I know this is not the time because its borders are closed
No,
and
but,
complexities are there.
But earlier also, honestly, Landor is one place that for some crazy reason not many Indians wanted to explore.
Yeah.
But this was a favorite with all inbound tourists because this is where they would feel completely at home.
Absolutely.
And I would always urge them that if they're on a long trip to India, somewhere in between they should do Landor.
Okay.
Because after all the heat and dust and everything, and of all these heavy influences on your senses, this is like a calmness that you experience midway, and then you continue with your trip.
Absolutely. So you want people to come here to relax,
Yes.
A, and B also to learn from the local place. I mean, the learn from the history associated with the place, along with your amazing hospitality that you're gonna offer. So also, I just wanted to know one more thing before I conclude this interview. I just wanted to know that you told me when I came few years back that this space, this particular place, I mean this terrace, you can see a kind of satellite, the orbit. I mean,
Winter line.
Winter line.
Winter line. So once we go out, I'll tell you a little about
So,
it.
what do you think that people when they come here, when you express your feeling like this is the kind of view that you're gonna get, what kind of expressions you get from them?
People come, if we had that situation today, we had this family from Bombay, and of course you can't see the winter line anymore now, but when I showed them pictures of what we saw a few months ago, they just couldn't believe it, that something like this exists.
Actually, I went to a property for down below.
Yeah,
They also have a kind of setup.
absolutely.
It's a commercial place, commercial property, and the duty manager was there. So they told that there are a lot of people who are fascinated about that winter line.
Because
so what is exactly about it?
So there are only two places on earth that you can see it from. Here and the Bern Valley in Switzerland.
Oh, wow.
So normally what happens is in the mountains, the sun goes and sets behind a hill. Here there is a false horizon which gets created, and the sun comes and sets right there. So it's in the middle of the sky that you'll see the sun setting.
Wow.
Okay, and after 20 minutes after sunset, the sky is brilliant. It's got
Wow.
different hues all over.
Mhm.
And the reason why you can only see it from two places is because you need this sort of a distance between the valley and the mountain.
Oh, okay.
That's the only two places.
Fascinating. Fascinating place, fascinating people. I don't know why I come back. I'll come back again. But I can relate something talking to you, and it's been an amazing, having a discussion with you. And if you can help me around, showing your
We'll go
property.
around, yes,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
go see the place.
Yeah.
And we're completely eco-friendly inn.
Yeah.
And when we see the rooms and all, you'll understand why.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely. Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
yes.
Fantastic. This is where all the conversation
Yes.
happens.
In fact, very interestingly,
Mm-hmm.
this is something which was gifted to us by a guest who's
Which
staying
one?
here.
Oh.
So she, after 2 dinners, one day she went to the mall road and found this, and she said, "This just captures the place."
These memories are made, gathered around the table. Yeah, absolutely. This is absolutely, I agree. Exchange of thoughts, exchange of information. Okay. So I think the television was not a part of your property. You have recently.
No.
It was there. It was there.
From day
Okay.
one.
Okay. Okay.
But it's
Fine.
just that there's so much that at one glance you can't capture everything.
That's true. That's true. I know, being a property owner, being an owner of such a heritage property, you need to take care of a lot of things. A lot of details, has to be nurtured. And I think also people, who stays here for a long time, they soak in with the time. I think
Yes.
once they stay for longer.
In fact, they also start gaining a sense of ownership with the place.
Yeah, that's true. That's the motto of true homestays, or I must say different kind of because in our country people don't understand. I feel there is a lack of understanding.
Yes,
New
very
concept,
essential,
new
yes,
concept.
whole concept.
So I think this video will also justify and also explain some reasons why we are here, discussing about this property. And I think also there are details needed, to explain. So this explanation
So
will
when
help.
people come, they actually become a part of the family.
Yeah.
See, what happens in a homestay is that you are not just coming to stay in a room and go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you are coming here to experience
Mhm.
what life is in a different part of the world,
Mhm.
or in a different part of your own country.
Mhm. Mhm.
You have to get out of your comfort zone,
Mhm.
and you're actually coming to my home.
Mhm.
I open my home and my heart to you. So you come and experience what my life is on a daily basis.
True, true. We also experienced the similar thing in Lanza. There's a village in Laol and Spiti Valley recently,
Mm-hmm.
and the owner, local, Ladakhi owner, the guy was amazing, and he also had a what do you call it? The eco-friendly toilets, they call it. So it was fantastic there. So my motto is also to to introduce this kind of places to people. So first they understand why it is important,
Right.
and then second they feel the urge of coming here, and the third I think they should come and enjoy for a longer time.
Absolutely.
Once they do it, I think these concepts will be very common in
And
future.
actually, that's the reason why we don't take bookings for a single night.
Yeah, that's
End of winter,
Mhm.
but we're getting ready for spring now.
yeah, I can see. Wow. So you have a lot of vegetables also that.
Unfortunately, the monkeys don't allow me to grow.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I understand. Naughty
I'll just
monkeys
shut it.
around. So this is also you will put flowers here.
Yes, these
Yeah,
are all
yeah.
flower beds which are ready.
Mhm.
In fact, there's a forecast for heavy rain today,
Mhm.
so we've not put the flowers out.
Okay.
Otherwise, the beds are ready,
Mhm.
and we just have to start putting the flowers.
Yeah, I can imagine how it will be.
Yeah, in another
Once
15,
they
20
bloom.
days,
Yeah.
this place will be a riot of colors.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful.
In fact, when you come down here, the daffodils are already out.
Oh yeah. Wow. So this is also a separate
Yes.
Cottage.
So one great thing is, post-COVID, people will feel very comfortable with this, that the access for no two rooms of ours is the same. We are actually 3 generations who live here. My mom, who's 85, my husband and I, and then our 14-year-old daughter.
14-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
And she lives with you.
Yes.
Okay. So we told that there is a school she.
She goes to Convent of Jesus in
Oh, okay.
Actually in Mussoorie you're spoiled for choice as far as schools are
Oh,
concerned.
yeah. A lot of people comes from outside as well. Even from different countries, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. People do prefer getting education. So
this is the conservatory. Irrespective of what the weather is out, it's always beautiful here.
Wow. So this is, I think last time when I came it was not there. And,
No,
it was
it's
there?
always been there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm not sure
missed
whether
it.
you came up to the first year.
Okay. So the concept of this place is basically just people want to enjoy the sky night. I mean the sky and the views.
Not the sky as much, but the views.
Yeah.
So this becomes a perfect place for people to sit and maybe have a drink or just sit and play games, board games.
Okay. Talking about drinks, people can bring their own booze and.
Yes. We don't serve liquor, but if you're staying with us, please feel free to carry on.
Sure. That's a vital information. A lot of people wonder. Yeah. Beautiful. I think you have renovated it. Yeah. Recently. That's the last time I saw. Wow. Martin Luther King. So you collected this from somewhere, or is it? Wow.
So basically, this is my home. Whatever we had at home, all our journeys, all our travels over the years, everything's been put up.
Wow. Excellent. So yeah.
So this is a set of 3 bedrooms with a lounge, conservatory, and a terrace, and we give it to only one family or a group of friends. We don't split this up.
Yeah, that's the perfect idea, I think. Yeah.
So,
Sure.
what we've done is every part of the house is dedicated to one of the founders of Mussoorie and Landor.
Okay.
So this is called the Everest Suite after Sir George Everest, because while he was doing the trigonometrical survey, he used to live in Mussoorie.
Okay. So you have dedicated this room to his name.
And every part of the house, I mean, most of the items that we use are sourced from some organization or the other, which is working with underprivileged women in Uttarakhand.
Okay.
So from your carpets to the toiletries, bed covers, blankets, everything is made by village women.
Beautiful.
So that's why I wanted to show you.
Yeah.
Let me just quickly grab it.
Wow. Look at that. Be silly, be honest, and be kind. Wow, beautiful.
Yeah.
This is SOS, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So these are the toiletries that we give. You know.
Actually, the factory is very close where we operate.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
So you know about it. It's all organic.
Yeah.
You know.
It's quite popular also in Kumaon nowadays. I mean, people are also preferring this.
So I think in Garhwal we were the first ones to get their products.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we've
It's
been
close to Chitei temple.
It is. It is.
Okay. So this is called, you told me a name, right?
Thulma.
Thulma. Okay. You procured it from?
This comes from Munchiari.
Munchiari. Okay. It's one of my favorite places as well. We do our trek to Nanda Devi from that place. Okay. Yeah, I think it's here. So
The zipper is right here. Because some of them they have a zipper and some have Velcro. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So this is the Thulma.
Thulma.
This is traditional Yakul blankets.
Wow. Beautiful. I can imagine how warm it will be.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my entire ethos is to use local products and also help them to market it.
Okay. So you also wants to help the local.
Yeah, so if somebody wants to buy these, then I direct them to where they can get it from. If they can't, then I call up the people and get it for them.
Fine. So all this collection of linen items and this kind of it's your idea, right? If I'm not wrong, yeah. So this is a big room. This is where children can sleep, and also
Yeah, this
The
can
child
be three
kids,
adults,
three
in
adults.
a family of 4.
4. Yeah, fine, fantastic. Yeah.
So like I said, this is a 115-year-old house.
Mm-hmm.
So no 2 rooms are the same. Every
Okay.
room is different.
So you made a different color, as you can see.
Yeah.
Also
So the
even.
first floor, the theme is the same.
Mhm.
It's just that the colors will be different.
Okay,
But the other rooms, the themes are also different.
fine. Yeah. So you get a different feel
Correct.
out of
So
different.
even
rooms.
if the same guest keeps coming back,
Mhm.
every time they come to a different room, they feel they're in a different place.
Fantastic. And do you have a toilet here? as
Every
well?
room has an attached
it's
bathroom.
attached.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
So we tell people don't use bottled water.
Mhm.
Initially when you come, we will give you a couple of bottles.
Mhm.
And then while you are here,
Mhm.
we give you a full dispenser.
Mhm.
This is a 20-liter dispenser.
Right.
Fill up the same bottles and carry them with you wherever you go.
Fantastic. Brilliant idea. And very well decorated as well.